This nation has always risen to a challenge. Now we take on one of the mightiest empires of all, Russia. This is round 2 of a 3-part competition. And to take us through the battle, each country has prepared a special army of warriors. Russia's best, boldest and their bravest to join forces with Australia's own Gladiators. Over the remaining 2 weeks, this combined force of champions will test the mettle of the best challengers from each country. Prepare for a competition without equal. Welcome to week 2 of our special international series of Gladiators. Australia versus Russia.
A very good evening and welcome to the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. Let's have a look at our elite international champions, Glacier, Commando, Lynx and Dynamite. Blade, Comet, Flame, Titan, Fury and Tower. Vulcan, Predator, Hammer, Goliath, Delta, Viking, Taipan and Condor. Storm and of course, Tornado. And would you please welcome onto centre stage our hosts for tonight, Kimberly Joseph and Mike Hammond.
Hello and welcome to the second heat of our international series of Gladiators.
Yes, tonight we have challengers from Russia taking on challengers from Australia. This time, it's the Australian A team.
Indeed, and they'll all be going up against a combined team of gladiators from both countries in this qualifying heat for the international final.
Well, our Russians are all set, so let's meet the female challengers first. It's Yelena Erlich and Larissa Turchinskaya.
Welcome back, Elena. At 160 centimetres and 47 kilos, she's a small but very potent Russian rocket. And Larissa, 175 centimetres and 74 kilos of determined Soviet sports power.
Let's welcome Yelena and Larissa. Well, Yelena, you're back again. Last week you ran in the Eliminator. We're going to see you run for your team again tonight?
Today is a tactical fight, so we don't know who will do the Eliminator, and only time will tell.
Now, Larissa, have you enjoyed your time in Australia?
Oh, I have enjoyed myself immensely. It has been fantastic.
And what have you done since you've been here? Have you had a chance to go sightseeing?
In between training, we have done plenty of sightseeing. We have seen kangaroos, koalas, rode on camels and swam in the ocean. It was great and unforgettable.
Fantastic. Well, look, we're very happy to have you with us again tonight. Let's have a big round of applause for our Russian female team, Yelisa and Yelena. Well, we've met the Russians, now let's meet the Aussies. Firstly, our female challengers tonight, Sue-Ann Woodward and Karen Trent.
Let's meet the Australia A team. Sue-Ann has represented South Australia in state athletics, soccer and women's cricket. And who could forget Karen, a fantastic finalist in Series 2. Karen showed us how her stunt woman skills made her a champion.
Let's have a big Aussie welcome now for Sue-Ann and Karen. Sue-Ann, state rep in soccer and athletics, but you say that you lack confidence. Now, how can that be?
Oh, once I get on the sports field, I'll lose all my shyness. It's just around people that sort of clam up a bit, especially all these people.
There's a few people here tonight, aren't there? Well, it's about, what, 6,500 here in Brisbane and 3 million watching around Australia and New Zealand and in Russia tonight too.
Well, you're making me nervous.
What are your dreams? You say you want to make your dreams come true. What dreams are they?
Oh, I just want to be successful in anything and everything.
It's great to have you with us representing Australia tonight. Now, Karen, we've met you before, Series 2. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Now, I remember last time you were trying to get a media career up and running in film and TV and radio. How have you gone since last time we saw you here on Gladiators?
Doing a little bit of stunt work, but hopefully getting my acting career up and going with Chapter.
All right, all the best tonight. Let's welcome Karen now. Karen and Sue-Ann, our female Australian challengers and representatives tonight.
dragged the Gladiator out of the 20-foot circle and received the maximum 10 points.
Let's welcome our first challenger to play Whiplash. Representing Russia, it's Larissa. She'll be up against our Australian gladiator, Flame. And to start the game, here's Mike Whitney.
Challenger, Carto!
Now I'll remind you about the rules of this series. Each team can choose which of their two challengers enter each game. Larissa took one look at Flame and decided she'll step into the ring for Russia. Now that could be a good decision, because have a look at this. Larissa's just about taking Flame out of the circle. We haven't seen this happen before. We've got 74 kilos of Russian determination up against 71 kilos of national pride in Flame. Flame normally likes to control this game, but Larissa's really got the upper hand. Can she get her out of the circle? Time may beat her. Larissa now still pulling away. Flame trying to lock that elbow back into the side. There's the whistle. Great try, Larissa, but no points.
Larissa, otlично. That's Russian for excellent, huh? Otlично?
Отлично.
A fantastic game, a fantastic game. That was really, really very good. What were you expecting your opponent would be like in this game?
I knew she would be my opponent. I knew she would be a real challenge.
She did put on a fantastic fight there, a fantastic game. It was one of the best games of Whiplash against Flame that we've seen, but unfortunately, no points.
Doesn't matter.
Absolutely, that's the way to look forward. I think a big round of applause for Larissa. A fantastic round there. Flame, it's not very often, though, that someone nearly pulls you out of the ring in Whiplash. I mean, I thought Flame's going to lose. I mean, it was the unthinkable.
Don't you ever think that of me?
Well, I doubted it for a second there, Flame, but you've rebuilt my confidence in you, I'm glad to say.
Thank you.
Let's have a big round of applause for Flame. A good sport and a true champion gladiator. Well done. And we're set for the next round. Let's welcome from Australia A, Sue-Ann. And our Russian gladiator, Comet.
Now Russia matched up their stronger athlete up against who I reckon is just about our strongest athlete in Flame. Let's see how Sue-Ann goes now up against Comet. Now it's obvious that Comet has the weight advantage in this game, 11 kilos to be exact. That's going to make it very hard for Sue-Ann because she's going to have to try every tactic in the book to get Comet out of the circle to get the 10 points on the board for Australia. Have a look at Comet. She's got that elbow locked into the side. It hasn't moved all night. Sue-Ann now just running around in circles, but I reckon the time may beat her. This has been a totally different game tactically, but the same result, no points.
Sue-Ann, I know you had some tactics going into this game, but Comet is a very sturdy gladiator.
Oh, is she ever? I just wanted to keep him moving around and try and outsmart her. Too strong and too quick.
Fantastic. Well, no points, unfortunately. Comet, those feet just stayed planted right on the ground.
I'm quite big and my opponent is smaller. Therefore, she wasn't able to pull me out of the circle.
Okay, well, it did the trick because you stopped Sue-Ann from gaining her points. Ladies and gentlemen, from Russia, Comet, and Sue-Ann from Australia.
Neither challenger successful. Russia and Australia, 0-0.
And now let's meet our Russian men's team with Vladimir Basilio and Yuri Volkov.
We saw Vladimir last week, and at 84 kilos, there's no doubting he's as strong as a Russian bear. And 27-year-old Yuri is back again, lean and keen, and could get a Guernsey in any gridiron team.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vladimir and Yuri. Welcome again, Vladimir. Now, last time we saw you on Gladiators, you had an incredible Eliminator.
I enjoyed myself last week, but I made some mistakes. I'll try to correct them tonight and win.
Let's welcome Vladimir. Now, Yuri, you actually played 2 games last time we saw you on Gladiators. You played Atmosphere and The Wall. Which one was your favorite?
Naturally, I enjoyed Atmospheres the most. At The Wall, I was unlucky, and I'll try to improve tonight.
Well, better luck tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Yuri. And now let's meet our Australian men's team with Dimitri Moskovich and Wayne Neuendorf.
Here's one for the books. Dimitri is a former Soviet Special Forces sergeant. He's now an Aussie living in New South Wales. Wayne is a Queenslander born and bred, a 32-year-old father of three. Both guys are members of the Australian men's A team.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dimitri and Wayne. Dimitri, welcome to Gladiators. Now, tell us about your sporting achievements.
Oh, actually, Kimberly, I have to admit I'm originally Russian.
But now living and working in Bondi, right?
But 4 years ago, I came to Australia, and now I'm Australian citizen, and I'm very proud. I'm proud to be on Gladiators on Australian size. I don't really compete in any sport, but I do a lot of training. I do a lot of soft sand running. I swim in the ocean, and I do a lot of weight training.
Now, Wayne, welcome to Gladiators. Now, you actually want to represent Australia. In what area would you like to represent Australia?
Well, I do heaps of sports, beach volleyball, surfing, touch football, and I never really knew what I wanted to do, but I just wanted to get in the green and gold.
So is this a step in the right direction? Because here you are in the green and gold.
Well, yeah, green and gold, I've done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dimitri and Wayne.
Well, no points on the boards for our female teams. Let's see how the guys go. Firstly, representing Russia, it's Vladimir. And he'll be working hard to get 10 points off Tower. Let's start the game. Here's Mike Whitney.
Challenger, Gortov.
Now remember, each country chooses which of the two challengers takes on any event. Vladimir reckons he's the Arctic iceberg that'll sink the Titanic Tower. Let's see how he goes tonight. Now, an interesting tactic here by Tower. Normally, he's Australia's right-arm man. Tonight, he's using the left. The Cossack two-step being used here by Vladimir, but it's not making any impression on Tower. Tower's got the strength and the weight. 25 kilos on his side, and he rips the dog bone out of Vladimir's hand. No points.
Vladimir, Pajula Rabuta.
Yes, it was hard work, especially against such a giant.
Now, let me tell you, I thought you were big until I saw you come up against this guy.
Yes, I'm big, but I'm light.
Very light, and obviously a little bit too light to pull you out of the ring, Tower.
He's the first contestant I've ever seen get over at such an angle. I think he was on about 80 degrees. I really had to work to hold him in very strong.
Ladies and gentlemen, our gladiator, Tower, and our Russian challenger, Vladimir. And now let's meet our second male challenger representing Australia A. It's Dimitri. Up against the Russian gladiator, Goliath.
So Dimitri fronts up against Goliath. A good choice here by Australia A, because although Dimitri might be a little bit lighter than Goliath, he's a very muscly athlete with a martial arts background. Now Dimitri just trying to play cat and mouse here with Goliath, and Goliath hasn't really moved from the center of the circle. Now Dimitri's starting to pick up the pace a little bit. He's throwing everything at Goliath except for the kitchen sink. Will these tactics work? At the moment, they're not. Dimitri's really trying his hardest, but I reckon the whistle might beat him. He's just about there, but he goes down at the end. No points.
Dimitri, did you ever think that you'd be representing Australia and then representing Australia against Russia?
No, never dreamed of it. Never dreamed of it.
I think you did pretty well, Dimitri. I think you almost got him out of the circle there at one point. I thought you've nearly got it right on the whistle there. But no points, unfortunately, but a very good round. Let's have a big round of applause representing the Australian A men team, Dimitri and Goliath. He obviously knew he had the weight advantage, Goliath. You're going to hunker down and just hold it there. Is that the idea?
I didn't use all my strength, but I tried my best.
I think the Australian audience should give you a big round of applause because that was a great game of whiplash. Let's have a big round of applause for Goliath.
Not a good start for Australia and Russia. No points. Let's go to the interchange bench.
Mike Whitney, I see you've got a bit of help out there on the floor tonight.
Yes, Mike. Well, my Russian isn't right up to scratch, so I have an assistant referee here who has the unenviable job of communicating my decisions to the Russians. Now, his name's Sergei Stavanovich, and he's here for the whole series.
Okay, well, this being a team game, we would usually expect to see some changes here. However, the big hitters are back in duel. Up next.
Comet, bright star in the Russian cosmos. 173 centimetres and 72 kilos of galactic brilliance.
What's the loneliest place in a crowd of thousands? I think it must be standing up there on one of those platforms.
10 points if you stay up there for the full 30 seconds and don't get toppled by the Gladiator.
Okay, let's welcome our Russian challenger, Larissa, against our very own Gladiator, Glacier. Okay, Mike Whitney, spasibo.
Challenger, are you ready?
Now remember, each team chooses who they think best matches the Gladiator. Russia has put up Larissa to take on our ice queen, Glacier. Well, there's the whistle, and here's some action. Glacier with a couple of jabs there to Larissa, but Larissa now starts to fight back. Interesting tactics here because I think Larissa's more on the front foot than Glacier. Glacier wouldn't be used to that. Normally she likes to have the advantage. Larissa throwing a couple of big hits. If she can knock Glacier off, she'll get the 10 points. If she stays up there for the full 30 seconds, she'll get the 5. Glacier starting to fight back once more. There's the whistle. 5 points to Larissa. It's an interesting game, Drew. Sometimes it's full on. Sometimes there's hesitation. Well, this one had everything.
Larissa, let me tell you, not many people managed to stay up there on duel, but you just did it for 5 points.
That wasn't hard. It was more difficult when you struggled with her.
Well, I'll tell you, most of our other challengers would say it was very difficult up against Glacier. However, you're quite evenly matched in height and weight, I would imagine.
Yeah, I enjoyed fighting with Glacier.
Fantastic. Well, let's hear it for our Russian challenger, Larissa. 5 points. Glacier, Larissa's got to be one of the biggest challenges you've ever come up against.
Definitely is, and she nearly broke the ice. She did extremely well. It was, nice strong hits up there, and what can I say? It was fairly even.
Larissa finishing with 5 points. Ladies and gentlemen, our Australian gladiator, Glacier, and Larissa from Russia. Well done. Well, they came up against each other in whiplash, and now they come up against each other in duel. It's Australian A representative Suan against Russia's gladiator Comet.
Now Suan's up for a second time here for Australia A. It's the same combination that we had for whiplash. Suan was unsuccessful there. Let's see if she's got the power to knock Comet off up here on duel. It doesn't look like it because Comet is getting in the majority of the hits. Suan's really trying to fight back and she nearly pushed Comet off the back. Comet didn't like that, so she's working harder all the time and Suan's off. No points. Now Comet really lights up the sky with fireworks here. Sparks fly and the Russian gladiator finally sends Suan into orbit.
Suan, you've got that perfect smile there. I'm glad to see you were wearing a mouth guard.
It sure helps a lot with some of those hits you get.
Absolutely. I mean, she had just attacked, didn't she? Comet just came straight in, whack, whack, whack. Although I thought for a second you had her.
Oh, so did I, and I got a bit excited. I think I let my guard down.
No points for you, though, but a great effort there, Suan. You really defended well. Comet, that was a great game. I thought for a minute, though, you were gone.
I think my opponent may have been intimidated by my size, but if she kept fighting, she could have beaten me. She fought well.
A big round of applause for Comet tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A great effort.
Larissa earns 5 valuable points for her team. Suan fails to score. Russia 5, Australia A 0. Here's Kimberly.
This one should be interesting. Let's welcome our Russian challenger, Yuri. Up against, you guessed it, the Vulcan. You might need some help with this one, Mike Whitney.
Challenger! Got a door!
So Yuri's up for the second time round. Vulcan, are you ready for the Russian?
Are you ready? Yeah. Gentlemen, on guard. 3, 2, 1.
Whistle blows and the volcano erupts. Yuri's off. No points. When the whistle blows, there's no fooling with Vulcan.
We'll get to Vulcan in just a minute, but obviously the hits are a lot harder than you expected.
He's living up to his image as a very angry and maybe not a very honest gladiator.
Maybe not a very honest gladiator. Vulcan?
Okay, let me tell you something, Hammond. Let me tell you something. At the moment, I just want to thank all my fans, 4,000 of them to come and see me. Okay, I want to thank you guys for coming in. Story of my life. I won again. That's it, no points.
Representing Australian A, it's Dimitri. And the Russian gladiator, Dynamite.
So Dimitri's up again. He must have told Wayne that I'm the muscle man and I'll take on Dynamite. But Dynamite takes on Dimitri and takes him off. No points. Well, the detonator fires and Dynamite just blasts Dimitri to smithereens.
Dimitri, a few big hits and it was all over.
Yeah, he's better. I have to admit, when somebody's better, he's better.
Well, he's got a slight weight advantage there, don't you think?
Yeah, he's bigger, he's stronger, he's good. Congratulations.
Fantastic. Well, no points to you. However, Dynamite, that was just awesome.
He's strong, man, but I knew ending from the very beginning because I am Dynamite.
How did I know he was going to say that? Ladies and gentlemen, Dynamite from Russia and Dimitri, our Australian challenger. No points.
That's right, Kimberly. The Gladiators are giving our challengers a real hammering tonight. Russia and Australia going nowhere on 0 points.
Okay, it's time now for our teams to swap some muscle for hustle. Because coming up next, we've got Pursuit.
each receive this fabulous 66cm widescreen colour television from Sanyo Australia, with natural wider, brighter pictures, so lifelike you really feel part of the action. The built-in stereo surround sound system produces amazing clarity. Complete with stand, this prize is worth $3,999. Runners-up will each receive a Citizen ProMaster Sports and Dress Watch. The ProMaster is perfect for those who want to master the water, earth and sky thanks to Citizen.
Now the secret is not to panic. That is until the referee starts the race.
5-second start for the challengers. 10 points if you win, 5 for second, nothing if you're tagged.
Our female challengers are first up, so let's welcome, representing Russia, Yelena, being pursued by Delta. And our Australian challenger, Karen, trying to keep away from the Russian gladiator, Lynx. Over to you, Mike Whitney.
Challengers! I'd say Alina and Karen are the nimble, speedy challengers for their team. This is the event that they've been saving themselves for. So away they go now in pursuit. Karen over there on the far side has a bit of a stumble. Did I say nimble? Alina nearly fell off also. Karen now has a good little lead over Lynx, but Delta catching up to Alina and she's got her. The Russians are out of the event and Karen now has a nice little break over Lynx. The wire bridge next for her. Let's see how she goes. Doing it nicely, Lynx hot in pursuit. Karen nearly fell as she went to go on the hand ladder. Lynx has got her, she's out of there also. No points. Maybe big crowd nerves here for both our challengers. Delta was quick off the mark and Alina didn't have a chance. Karen got up on the hand ladder eventually. She took off, but Lynx was just too quick on the night. So let's have a look at the scoreboard. Both Alina and Karen didn't score in pursuit, which means that Australia still trails Russia by 5 points.
Okay, let's see if our male challengers can get a little further than the females. Firstly, from Russia, let's welcome Vladimir. Being chased by Condor. And in the green and gold, representing Australia A, it's Wayne. Being hunted by Goliath.
Challengers, you will go on my whistle.
So we finally get to see Wayne and Vladimir. Both nations have chosen their quicker team members to run for their lives in pursuit. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Wayne has a little bit of a stumble there on the far side. Vladimir looks quite agile actually on the beams. That could come to his advantage come the Eliminator. Wayne slips and Goliath's right behind him. He pulls the cord. Wayne's out of here. Now we're waiting for Vladimir to see how he can go against Condor. Condor's nice and quick up here on the hand ladder. Vladimir's trying to get away, but Condor's right there. This is going to be nice and close. Vladimir under. Condor dives for his prey and catches him. No points.
Vladimir, no smiles.
I overestimated myself. I didn't think Condor would be so fast.
All right, Vladimir, I'm sorry, no points. And Wayne, what do you need me to say? I mean, you came off the beam. I mean, you had a couple of spills before then, and you've run this game before. What was happening? Were you nervous? What was going through your mind?
Well, first event, pretty nervous. It was pretty embarrassing, really. I think I put 2 left shoes on.
Let's check. Yeah, left. Absolutely, no points for you, Wayne. I'm sorry about that, mate.
Oh, well, there's the next one. Let's keep playing.
All right, that's the way it is. Let's keep the game going. And a big round of applause for our challengers, Vladimir and Wayne. But the winners here, of course, the Gladiators once again, Goliath and Condor.
So neither Vladimir nor Wayne can improve their team scores. 0 each for pursuit and 0 each in the overall standings.
Well, here we are on the interchange bench and some last-minute rulings being given here by our assistant referee, John Forsyth. But Mike Whitney, the competition between our challengers is amazing. There's only 5 points between the whole lot of them.
Yes, Mike, the Australian challengers have been very strong, but let's have a look at the Russians. Don't worry about jet lag. There's some 12 hours time difference here. They've come to a place, it's a completely different season. The climate, the humidity, everything here is very different. And they're doing very, very well. We've been very impressed. They're out there doing the business and they're doing great.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Well, let's see if they can do well in our next game. It's Swing Shot up next.
It's aerial warfare as Australia takes on Russia.
Swing shot. 3 points for a red ball, 2 for a blue, 1 for a white if you get them back in your basket.
These are the points our challengers are trying to get. Let's welcome them. Firstly, for Australia A, it's Karen. For Russia, Yelena. And our Gladiators are Lynx and Storm. Okay, let's get the points up in the air. That's where all the action is. It's over to our referee now, Mike Whitney.
Challengers, are you ready?
Karen and Alana have been paired again.
Are you ready?
Well, this game calls for balance and agility, so both teams have elected to play their smaller women. Let's see if the tactics are right. Bouncing down, no points on the first bounce there. Good blocking from Lynx. Now, Storm hasn't actually played swing shot too much, so that may be Eleanor's advantage that she's looking for. Good points there for Karen. She's got a white ball in the hand. Does she get it back in the basket? She's trying her hardest. There's a throw, but she throws it away. Eleanor now bounces down for her first points. Good blocking there by Storm. Karen's ready. Lynx, where are you? Well, she's not there because Karen's got a white ball. Can she convert it this time? Eleanor misses out on another scoring opportunity and Karen just throwing her points away. Karen really has to get those balls into the basket if she wants to get points on the board. Eleanor now goes back to the top of her podium. Lynx stopped Karen that time. Eleanor just hanging around in the center of the floor. And there's the whistle. Now, did Karen get a point? Now watch Karen go down. She does well to get the white ball, but watch Lynx as they come down. She grabs her bungee cord. Not allowed.
Okay, there it is. Another round just held. Karen, a little bit of trouble there. You're having some trouble getting back up onto the podium.
Yeah, unfortunately I just couldn't get that push back.
We'll get our referee Mike Whitney in now because Mike has got a ruling here because 2 white balls that you've got a hold of, but 1 in the basket. I think, is that clear?
The first white ball, Karen was interfered with by Lynx. She grabbed her bungee cord. That's an illegal move, and even though you were assisted back, we'll give you that 1 white ball.
Thank you very much.
The second white ball we can't give you because you were assisted back to the podium.
Yeah.
So 1 white, 1 point.
Well, there it is. You want the good news or the bad news? Good news is, though, 1 white point still counts, Karen. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Let's have a big round of applause for Lynx and Storm, our gladiators in this game, and for Elena and Karen, our challengers.
So Karen grabbed 1 point, Elena nothing, which means Russia has a 2-second lead going into the Eliminator. Titan, in any language, it means big. 193 centimetres, 124 kilos.
Well, it's the guys' last chance to score their first points before the Eliminator. So let's welcome from Russia, Yuri. From Australia, it's Wayne. And our gladiators, Taipan from Australia. And Titan from Russia. And now here's Mike Whitney to start them swinging.
Interesting to see that Vladimir opts out in favour of Yuri, but Wayne fronts up again for the big bounce. Maybe in this game, someone will finally score.
3, 2, 1.
And it's bungee time for our challengers and gladiators. Yuri grabs a blue ball and Wayne grabs a white ball out of midair. What a fantastic catch. Yuri gets his 2 and Wayne gets 1. Down they come again to see if they can score some more points. Yuri's got a red ball. They're tangled, but Yuri throws the ball away, and Mike Whitney, you're going to have to blow your whistle.
Swing shot was stopped for safety reasons. The challengers' bungees were tangled. There is 35 seconds left on the clock. 3, 2, 1.
So 35 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of time for both teams to get some much-needed points as they come down and they're nearly tangled up again, and Wayne hits the podium real hard. That would have hurt, but they're both back up on top now. Down they come for another bounce. Who's got it this time? It's Wayne with a blue ball. Can he get it back? It doesn't look like it. He's not controlling that bungee at all. Yuri now. Will he get some more points for Russia? A blue ball? No, it just slipped out of his hand. Bad luck there for Russia. Wayne couldn't get the ball in. Yuri, has he got time? There's the whistle. Not a bad game of swing shot, especially for Russia.
Yuri, congratulations. You finally got some points on the board for Russia. 1 blue ball, 2 points. Well done.
I'm very happy to score some points. It may not be much, but at least there are some points for Russia now.
2 points for Russia. They're on the board. Wayne, that was disappointing. You got into so many tangles there. I think it was the hair. You got 1 white ball, which is 1 point. But you understand Yuri got 2, so Russia's going in with a 1-second start in the Eliminator.
Half a second, that's not too much to make up.
No, you're absolutely right. It's not. Ladies and gentlemen, Wayne representing Australia, 1 point. And Yuri from Russia, 2 points. Well done.
2 points to Yuri, 1 point to Wayne in swing shot means Russia has a very catchable half a second lead in the Eliminator.
Well, things are pretty tense here on the interchange bench, although you would have known from the big smile on Wayne's face. But there are 2 places left in our international final, and they're only 1 game away.
Yes, and what a game it is, Mike. Coming up, it's the Eliminator. As if our challengers didn't have enough pressure already, they're carrying the hopes of their nations.
Our giant obstacle course is what sorts them out. We call it the Eliminator.
Larissa, it's been a great night for you, a very tough one, I might add. You managed to stay up there in duel against Glacier. You should have been proud of that performance.
It was not very difficult to stay up there. It was difficult to win. The rest was fine.
Understandable. Well, I hope you've got some stamina left for the Eliminator, because this is a tough one.
I hope so.
Well, I hope so too. You've got the 2-second start, so good luck to you. Let's hear it for Larissa. Now, Karen, the pressure's on here. This is the last chance for you to prove yourself.
Well, I'll go out there and do my best because I'm doing this not for myself, but for Australia as well.
What an excellent attitude to have. It's been a great night. Now, you understand Larissa's going in 2 seconds ahead of you. It's not much, though.
Well, no, you can easily catch up as long as you stay focused.
Okay, well, I think Karen is very focused tonight, and so is Larissa. So, ladies, good luck to you, and it's over to you, Mike Whitney.
Larissa, you will go on my whistle.
Now, Larissa has been resting since game one. Obviously, the Russians think the Eliminator requires strength over agility. With Karen, Australia has made the opposite decision, and Karen has played in the last 2 games. Has she saved something for the Eliminator? We're about to find out as Larissa comes up to the rope climb with still about a 2 to 3 second lead. Karen right behind her, and up she goes. No, she doesn't. That's a bad stumble for Karen because that will waste valuable time. Larissa across the hand ladder. Karen struggling to get up to the platform. She does now, but Larissa's up to the cargo net and has a very handy lead. Karen now looks like she's going in slow motion. Those 2 games must have taken a lot out of her, as Larissa now is up to the top of the cargo net and about to tackle the Flying Fox. Karen hits the cargo net and the crowd cheers for her, trying to will her on, but Larissa's got a very handy lead. Karen looks like a fly in a spider's web. She's stuck, and Larissa's going great guns. She comes off the mats under the balance beam. If she can do the balance beam, she'll be home. Karen up the top of the cargo net now. Larissa gets her balance, nearly fell off. She's got plenty of time to steady. Down comes Karen, off the zip line. Larissa's off the balance beam and up the travelator. Will she do it in one bound? Yes, she does. She's home and through to the grand final next week against the Australian team. Congratulations, Larissa. Here's Karen's second attempt on the balance beam. She'd like to post a good time. That's why she's sprinting. Up the travelator you go, Karen. You put everything into this one. And she's coming home right now through the paper burst. But congratulations, Russia. Here's Kimberly.
Larissa, what a fine performance. That was unbelievable. You're exhausted, aren't you?
No,
I'm not totally exhausted. I really wanted to win.
So you think you could do it again right now?
Yes, in a few minutes.
A few minutes to catch your breath. Larissa is going through to our final. Let's hear it for our Russian challenger. Well done, Karen. That was exhausting. You sort of lost it right at the beginning there on the rope.
Yeah, it was right that lost me a bit of time, unfortunately. So I just tried to catch up as fast as I could, and I was just trying to go as fast as I could.
But unfortunately, as you proceeded to the bottom of the cargo net, Larissa was already at the top, so that's the downfall, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely. As soon as you're up that top of that cargo net, you're really at an advantage. So,
and it's a tough climb to the top, isn't it?
Oh, it definitely is.
Fantastic. A great challenger, our Australian Karen. Well done.
Well, an amazing finish there in the female event. We've got the guys to run now. Firstly, we go to our Russian challenger, Vladimir. Vladimir, we saw you compete in this event last week. It's an honour to represent your country, or is that a big burden? Does that put some weight on your shoulders that you'd rather not have at the moment?
It is an honor for me to defend my country, and I'll try not to let Russia down.
We're very glad to have you here. We're very proud to have you here. You've been a great challenger. We wish you all the best. We saw last time you went through here last week that you were very quick on the hand bike. Have you been doing some special exercises or training for that piece of apparatus?
No, I just tried it in training. I seem to have a natural knack for it, and it just paid off.
Okay, well, Vladimir, I'm sure there's more than luck in it. Good luck, all the best. Vladimir is a half-second start over Wayne. Now, Wayne, you've done this before too. You were here with us in Series 2, although for you it wasn't last week, it was some months ago. You still having nightmares about this event?
I wake up in a cold sweat just dreading those rolling logs, actually.
So that's the thing you're worried about most, the rolling logs, not the cargo net, not the travelator, not the hand bike?
The hand bike's pretty scary, especially if you forget to breathe, but it's just a big package, this Eliminator, so you've got to do everything right.
Mate, I remember from Series 2 you had that one catch cry, which I think is probably the best thing for you to say right now.
Do what I do, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, he's going in with a half-second delay on the start. Let's have a big round of applause for both Vladimir from Russia and Wayne representing the Australia A team. It's going to be a good event. Tight start. Let's go to our referee, Mike Whitney.
Vladimir is lighter than Wayne. The question is, will this make a difference? The Eliminator requires a lot of climbing and upper body strength at the start. And have the Russians suss this out? Well, in theory, a lighter athlete should climb more easily. We're about to find that out as Vladimir now takes off with his half a second lead up to the rope climb. Good climb from Vladimir and a good climb from Wayne. This is going to be a close eliminator, you can feel it. Vladimir takes off on the handbike, Wayne right behind him. On the platform they come and across the rolling logs they go. Cargo net's next for both challengers. Vladimir really sprinting up the cargo net, and Wayne looks like he's caught. His foot's gone through the holes a couple of times. That'll cost him valuable time, and Vladimir now running away. Zip line coming up for Vladimir. Wayne's still on the cargo net. Down he goes, a good drop for Vladimir. Wayne's up there now, up to the zip line. Vladimir had trouble on the balance beam last week. How will he go this week? Wayne off the zip line, and Vladimir no problems on the balance beam. One run up the travelator, and both Russian teams are through to the grand final. Congratulations to them. A great effort from the Australia A team. Wayne nearly hurt himself at the end of the balance beam, but he's put in a fantastic effort also. Well done, Wayne. Take it home, son. And that's exactly what he does. But the Russians will meet Australia next week. Here's Mike.
I don't know very much Russian, but I know one word that will mean a lot to Vlad, and that's otlично. Excellent. Great job.
This time round, I corrected the mistakes I made last week, and I could have won the first time, but for those mistakes that I have corrected now.
Our referee, Mike Whitney, has just come along and told me what the time was. 1 minute and 1 second is a fantastic time for this Eliminator event.
I'm ready to run even quicker next week.
Well, we'll see what happens next week, because that, of course, means that our Russian team has got through to the grand final, which will be on next week. But I think a big round of applause for our Russian challenger, who's made his way through to the grand final. A great time of 1 minute and 1 second tonight. That's great. Well done, Vladimir. All the best. Now, Wayne. The smile's... Oh, there's the smile. There's the smile. Mate, the killer for you was the cargo net. You're like a fly trapped in a web.
Yeah, it certainly wrapped me up. I put my foot through so many times, just like last time.
Does it happen that the first time it goes through, you start to worry about it, you think, I can't get the foot out, and then the other one slips through as well?
Yeah, one leads to another. I got halfway and then just put my foot through again.
Well, that was the problem for you there, and that obviously was what cost you all the time on the Eliminator. But Wayne, congratulations to you for being such a great competitor and doing us proud representing the Australia A team here tonight. A great effort for Wayne. Let's have a big round of applause for him. But our victors in the male event and indeed the female event tonight in this heat have been the Russians. So it'll be a great episode next week.
Well, what a sensational finish to a great night. Both our Russian male and female going through to the grand final to join both of the Australians.
Yeah, it's going to be a big episode next week. Our final, the showdown between Russia and Australia. You'd be mad to miss it. We look forward to seeing you next week here on Gladiators. Good night.
Good night.
What a series this is proving to be. Russia has blitzkrieged the Australian A team. Both nations are neck and neck. Who will be vanquished and who will taste victory? Next week, the final in the battle for international honours, Australia versus Russia.